NotherRealm is a real play Dungeons and Dragons podcast, wherein Bruce, Tanner, and Will try to make dumb jokes and a compelling story. Some of the content within will not be for children, but if that doesn't bother you, then here's what happened on the last episode of NotherRealm. He's gonna take off towards like the alleyways, try to lose whoever this is.
And within this area you've come up on, you can see Outward Enterprises.
He knows he wants to meet with Archie and Baith tomorrow. So what Six is gonna do is take his rest here.
The job that I promised you yesterday, they took the contract.
And that means what exactly?
It means you have competition.
Yes, take me with you, Mr. Cromwell.
What are you doing here?
I don't sleep.
And they have a writ of passage to get through Woundhold, which is the quickest way to get over to Leyland Ruins. If you would still like to take the contract, or I know a person who knows a way.
Dr. Anlan Tassat.
Find her, go through the caverns, make it to the other side, go through the Splinterlands, beat the freaking Blackhold Collective to Leyland Ruins, figure out what the hell is going on, and come back. As you hear a twig snap behind you, we have people in our forest, don't we, boy? And the dog next to him.
Oh, puppy.
You know the difference between me and you, mate? You're all dogs. I'm a fucking wolf.
Our sight reaches far, and we see that the Maker has awakened.
The message continues. You're still surrounded by this darkness. You really don't have any other perception other than sound, hearing, your ears with your
Okay.
holes in your head.
So it's real fucking dark. in
All
there,
right,
is what you're saying.
so basically, I am completely fucked. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just you're just kind of you're in a zone, and it's a zone.
Out
where,
of zone.
Yeah, it's
Have
the
you ever
outer zone.
done one of those
I'm sorry. I had
isolation
to.
chambers? Anybody? Have either one of
No.
y'all been in an isolation chamber?
I want to go.
I do too. I'm afraid of how my brain will do.
Not isolation. You mean a sensory deprivation?
That's
thing.
the same thing. Yeah. Well, I called it isolation chamber because I thought that's what it. What's the difference?
Sensory
Is there
deprivation,
actually a
yeah.
difference?
Isolation chambers where they put people who are like problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
bruh,
yeah.
never mind. Yeah. Sensory deprivation.
I think you should go to an isolation chamber.
Sensory
Wow, Tanner.
deprivation is what I was trying to go for. Fuck you, Tanner.
Hey, so in this magical sensory deprivation chamber, where the only sensory perception you have is hearing, you hear.
We are watching. We see your path. It leads from forgotten memories to forgotten memories. Seek truth above all else.
Can I talk back to these dudes?
You can try.
I don't hear this, right?
No, you don't hear this.
Okay, cool.
I don't understand.
Your voice resonates out into this black void. And it feels like so long before a response comes.
We expected this.
Expected my non-understanding?
Yes.
That's my best robot voice, by the way. Brother Gansel?
No.
Who are you?
You will learn. seek truth above all else.
And then the darkness begins to dissipate. It subsides,
Truth.
and
Where
even
can I
as you
find
call
truth?
out,
Where's it? Who is he? What's
there
his
is
name?
no
Oh,
response. And you once again hear the life of the forest and the breathing of a sleeping Archie nearby.
huh. Okay, so.
Sorry, the snoring of a sleeping Archie nearby.
Oh, dude, I love it. Is there a bubble coming out of your nose too when you're doing this? Is like a big cartoonish bubble?
Absolutely.
Boy, he sleeps hard. Okay, so I've got to find. I'm just talking to myself at this point, making mental notes. I got to find Brother Gansel and now Truth. Maybe they're in the same spot.
That's a good.
And I
that's-
can-
In your ass.
I continue my watch. Wow, good joke. Good joke. Leave that one in there so everybody knows what happens when Bruce has a microphone.
It's great. All right,
I'm sweaty in all games I play. Thank you very much.
for sure. For sure.
He's sweating this thing. Okay,
If it turns out, like, how devious would I be if the answer to everything was the whole time was just in your ass?
Oh, good God. Brother, look, if that was the
Oh, that'd be
twist,
fucking-
if that was the
That's the
twist,
twist.
Oh, shit.
yeah. That is
That caught me
the
off guard.
entire game. We did it.
That's
we
the entire
found
game.
it. It's
like,
in my ass.
the
It was
truth-
in my ass the
truth
whole
was in your
time.
ass the whole time. The
Yeah.
truth was inside you the
Yeah.
whole time. In your ass.
Specifically in your butthole. I
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
robots have a butt.
They gotta have some sort of exhaust. Why not? Why not the butt? They're made by people.
That's where your bad
That's
oil
true. They
comes
want to
out.
make it seem as people-like as I am real human Jason. So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. I don't know what I do with that information. I think I just continue my watch and ponder where truth could possibly be and if it's with Brother Gansel.
It's cryptic. There's stuff in that message. It's good foreshadowing. But chirping birds roused the two of you in the early morning. The rest of the night was uneventful, and you were both able to evaluate and digest the experiences of the last 2 days. If you were to quantify this in some manner, I'd suppose you could say you've reached level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there
We
anything
already-
fun
I
that
did
you
that
guys got at
thing.
level 2?
I has advantage on dexterity saves against scene effects.
Cinefex?
Scene effects. So,
Scene
like
effects.
if you make me roll a dex save because rocks are tumbling toward me. I have
Oh.
advantage.
I was like, what the fuck?
And I
Or-
also have advantage on melee attacks during my turn.
Or
If I
a
choose, I
fireball,
believe.
possibly?
But attacks versus me have advantage until the next turn if I choose to reckless attack.
Reckless
Oh,
attack,
reckless
yeah.
attack. Yeah, it's good stuff. Nice.
Okay,
That's big.
and I get big stuff at level 2 for a cleric. I can now do my channel divinity. If you guys did not know, I am of the life domain, so I get a skill called Preserve Life, which is an action I can heal up to 5 times my cleric level, and can only heal one thing up to half its life points. So, in other words, I don't. Bruce, how
worth
many
its
life
life
points do
points.
you have?
I only take half damage, so it's great.
Boom, done.
Perfect.
It's gonna be great. And then I can also turn undead.
I just want to just state that.
Yeah, he becomes a skeleton robot for a little while.
Yeah,
Yes,
just bye.
yeah.
The other way to turn other undeads. If at any point, listener, you think, oh hey, they read that wrong, or it's not correct, like Will just read the thing and it didn't sound correct. We know how it do, and if we don't, we'll make it work either way. Rules is for
Chumps.
I was gonna
Rules is for
Cools.
chumps.
Rules
We
is for
do things
cools.
by our own book. We write our own story, baby.
That's not true. That's
I'm
not
level
true.
20
We
now.
really don't.
Fuck you.
We use
Oh,
D&D
no.
rules. Rules is read and rules is written.
Yeah. Well, not
Raw
rules.
and
We
rar.
do raw. We
Bruce
you
is
know what?
our.
We do whatever
Bruce is
feels
definitely our
good.
war gamer of the thing. He knows the rules. You just tell me when I do
Kinda.
wrong. I just play. I just do stupid stuff.
I just playing long
Yeah,
enough to
yeah.
kind of know when something's probably not quite
All right. So you guys have
lining up.
gotten cool new skills. You wake up in the morning and you continue
Feeling like P
on.
Diddy.
And I turned my swag on.
Wow, you both kind of went to the same place.
Yeah, we did.
But
I don't know
but
if that's good. I don't know if that's good or bad.
at least for Archie, it fits, right? Like turning his swag on. He's got a lot of swagger. I
I'm
would say.
quite swaggerous.
All swagger.
Swaggerous.
We're gonna add-
Is that
we're
a
gonna add a
word? If
swagger
not, it
skill
is
in.
No, I
now.
don't. I don't think it is.
Swaggerous.
Swaggerous? No.
Swaggerific.
Swag. All right.
Swaggy.
You guys continue on your journey down the road south, following these cart trails. And at about midday, you see that the trail veers off the road and into the woods.
We should follow that.
Yeah, I would
I
think
say
that
in
we
my
just
wrong accent. Fuck.
Yeah, get that in there, baby.
All right, bruv. Aye, we should follow that, bruv.
Listen. I'm kind of following your lead here. I'm looking for Brother Gansel, and I don't think he's here yet. So, if you think this is the correct way to go, I will follow.
Oh, it is definitely the correct way to go, bruv.
Do we see Woundhold yet?
Forward march.
Do you see what?
Woundhold yet? Are we?
No, you're still in Broadleaf Forest.
Oh, okay. So
You're about almost a full day's travel from Woundhold.
Okay.
To get there.
I'm glad I got.
Wow.
Glad he got me Dr. Shows in.
Yeah, there you go. You got to have those. I was going to say plantar fasciitis, but the orthopedics. That's what we're going for.
I don't know if I.
What is the first thing you just talked about?
plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, what is it?
It's tendonitis of the foot region
Foot?
or ankle or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I say this or not, but I'm gonna start now. There's only one way, and it's forward.
His first really bad, not quotable catchphrase. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going to investigate the trail leading off into the woods, correct?
Yar.
Cool.
Correct.
About 50 paces off into the brush, where things get a little bit thicker, you find a big old pile of limbs and stuff stacked on top of something.
Oi, hey, ain't suspicious at all.
Like limbs, as in like body parts, or limbs as in tree limbs.
Tree limbs. Yeah,
Okay.
leaves, brush.
I kind of
Greenery.
figured.
Would have been a
but-
lot cooler
Foliage.
if it was body parts.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You
I
guys-
was wondering how freaked out I should be when looking at this thing.
You know in Back to the Future when Marty puts a bunch of branches on top of...
I get what you're. I get.
Yeah,
it, Kenny,
okay.
Yes, I understand. I'm just being difficult.
So
like
we'll go
always.
ahead and skip the whole investigative part of you guys being like, oh, should we check this? It's you move the branches and it's the cart. The cart is under the tree limbs.
I'm gonna rummage through it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Oh, cool. I got a 15. 16 minus 1.
Nice. You look into the back of the cart and there is a large blanket that is covering a few tools. You see some wrenches and screwdrivers, but you also find a glass jar with metal housing. And inside the glass portion is this frothing amber gel.
It's just bubbling. In
It's
the
just
fucking
it's
jar.
roiling inside. Like there's a nice layer of foam on the top of it, and you can see it actively bubbling.
I'm like, I look at it and I go, oh, it's useless. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
Fuck.
Do
And thus
do we know what
ends
this
our
is?
first campaign.
Do we know what this is?
Bruce killed everyone.
You could try and think about it if you'd like, but there's probably going to be a roll associated with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about what that is. I would like to assess.
What's the roll?
What's the
Okay,
roll?
what are you assessing? How are you assessing this thing?
I just want to look at it, see if I see it, see if I know what it is, just from looking at it from the thing.
What I'm trying to get you to vocalize is what skill you're going to try and use to look at
Perception.
This thing. It won't be perception.
Damn it.
Well, you find it.
You find
how
it.
about my other good skill, insight? I want to. That's people. Okay,
It's
all right.
that actually-
it's straight up lying to you.
Okay. I think it looks magical. Can I see if it's got any magical properties? How about that?
You can go ahead and roll
Yes.
Arcana.
That's 13 plus 2, 15.
Nice. Okay. As you look at this thing, you could tell that there are some properties that are potentially magical with it. with the 15, without like trying to get into it, you could tell that it does have an effect were you to drink it. This is it is meant to be consumed, and the magical properties of it would affect the drinker. With that 15, you could tell that there's some potentially positive effects, but there's certain things about it that make you question what the contents could possibly do for you. The lid, I mean, it's screw off. It's easy open unless you have trouble with pickle jars.
Let me try this. And I take the lid off, and I'm gonna just consume a little bit. I don't really need to consume, but I figured it would be safer for me to try to do it rather than give it to my human friend.
Yeah,
or,
I mean,
what are you, Bruce? You're not human, are you?
That seems plausible. Yeah, I am. I'm human.
You're human? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it is that is a thing you do with potentially explosive material. What you get from this, as you open it, you know, I'm going to look up for that sound effect. If I can't find it, then the mouth one's going to have to do. As you open it, you get the scent of ocean air. But for some reason, this sort of familiar saltiness, were you to have memories of a beach, evokes some anger within you. And as you dip, you're putting your finger in and like then putting it in your mouth hole.
That would be the idea, yeah.
Okay, you reach a gloved finger inside of this, dip it down with a little bit on the tip, and put it inside your mouth. It does taste briny, but the things that you kind of...
My smell receptors, my nasal cavity receptacles are
good.
Are telling me this is... It smells like ocean. And it tastes kind of like ocean.
It tastes also like angry. You get this very short feeling wash over you.
Have you ever tasted angry?
Actually, bruv, you have no idea.
Kind of makes me want to punch.
That's my secret, bruv. I'm always angry.
Oh, it's a good reference. It does kind of make you want to punch. It builds up this sort of anger inside you that subsides very quickly from the amount that you had. You do feel some positive effect from it. Give me another, just a straight dice roll to see if you can kind of ascertain what this is. And you can use
3.
Okay, you can't really tell what the effects of this are. You can tell that it does something to your body. You feel in some shape stronger, but then after that feeling subsides, and as you're sort of feeling it, you do feel tired, and that soon goes away as well.
Well, Archie, I don't really know what this is, but my taste receptacles say spicy, makes me angry, and I feel pretty good. Maybe we should keep it.
It's called steroids, mate.
All right, so you do you putting the lid back on this thing and keeping it?
I think we should. What do you think? I look to Archie. I don't believe it to be dangerous. Maybe, because this anger that I felt is real. I guess my eyes would have glowed a little bit red when I put that stuff in my mouth as well. So,
are you telling me you got a jar of angry juice over there?
I believe so, but I also believe it has positive properties. Not sure too much what it does. We are going to meet a doctor. Maybe they can help.
Seems plausible. Bring it along.
Okay. I put it into
I forgot you're meeting a doctor. God damn it, my plot and plans.
I put it into my chest cavity along with my chest set.
No.
And apparently painter's tools.
No. I'm gonna say you do not store shit in your chest cavity. You get a flip out chest set. You don't get to store anything in your chest cavity.
It.
You have a bag.
I put it in my bag. It
Okay,
goes in
thank
my
you.
normal ass bag then, Tanner.
You
Is that
actually
what
you
wanted to
find
hear?
because
normal bag.
we never found one. We never gave you one, so you find one in the back of this cart. You find a nice leather sack.
Ooh,
He makes him
oh,
like you know those old cartoons where they tie the handkerchief around the stick. He makes one of that with the canvas.
Yeah, hobo,
and then
hobo pack.
I open the bag. Oh, look, it's an endless supply of storage right here. You could call this a bag of holding, maybe.
Yeah, it's endless in the same
Yeah,
way.
it holds stuff. What's wrong with you?
It's endless in the same way that endless buffets are endless in
Nice.
the way that you can have as much as you want until you're full.
I stick my whole arm in it.
Oh, it doesn't all go all the way down.
Ah, see? Unlimited storage.
Yeah,
Put
you
it
don't
in
have
there.
you don't have a bag of holding.
I
What
tried.
Tanner wanted to say was, "Will, go fuck yourself."
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, you did try. So you got to try sometimes. All
Hey
right.
Tanner, can I have a spyglass?
No. You know what? Yeah, sure. If you want one, they're just not very valuable.
Okay, fine.
Fuck you and your knowledge of
Yep.
economy.
Yep.
I wrote
All
down
right.
jar of magic honey on my items list.
Yeah. Do you want their description again so you have it?
It was
Amber gel
right?
frothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
in
no,
a
we're
metal
good.
housing.
Jar of magic
Glass.
honey. I remember that from that.
Okay. Cool.
Even the damn liquid is angry.
Even the
It
yeah,
is.
the liquid is angry. You guys want to look around for anything else? You don't really get anything else here. There's nothing nearby that indicate anyone is here or near it.
I want to look in the driver's area.
Yeah, you can take a look up there. There's nothing of any interest.
Nothing else on the cart. Yeah, we dip.
Nothing
Let's
else on the cart.
dip. Dip, 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 dip.
Okay, you guys head back towards the road. As you're walking back,
You said there weren't any like footprints or anything.
you didn't look for any.
Oh,
Okay, then I'm not leaving. Like
Yeah.
that's okay. Once again, all right, Android. Yeah, just go ahead and walk away. I'll
no.
finish the search over here. Don't you worry. I look for
I'm
fucking
coming back.
footprints.
Don't worry.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation or survival.
Let me see which one would be better. Do I get to choose?
Yeah, you get to choose.
Cool. 14.
That'll do it. As you begin walking back towards the road, trying to, circle around the cart to find any footprints, you do find some faint boot tracks, 2 different sets, one larger, one smaller, that lead back towards the road. As you follow them, crunched down in the center of one of the footprints is a small metal box that has been crushed. You can look down at it and you can see it does have some electrical components inside.
I pick it up and I say, "Hey, bruv, you recognize this at all?"
Yes, these are essential parts to my functioning. This is probably useful. I assumed that, by the way, Tanner. You can
Yeah.
totally tell.
You look at this thing and it does, when I say like electronic components, the circuitry is this sort of amalgamation of arcanic parts. You can notice some crystals in there, some other metallic components, something that does look like some rudimentary wiring, but it doesn't seem to be like something you could slot into anything. As a matter of fact, as you kind of take a look at this, if you'd like, you can roll investigation to learn more about it.
Sure. Let me see if I know what it is. That is a 7.
I'll let you do Arcana's not going to make that any better.
Sure,
I'm gonna say
9.
It does have arcanic components.
7
Okay.
or 9? Which one? Well, what do I
You can
get?
look at this thing and you can see that there's like this dial on the front. It might be a remote.
I put it into the bag. I think that all of these things that we find should be kept for now till we understand a little bit more.
Is there a button on it?
Just a dial.
I turn it. I turn the dial. Yeah, let's turn the dial. See what happens.
It doesn't do anything. You can see like maybe a little sparking of the crystals inside, but it doesn't do anything.
Seems like trash to me, bruv.
This could be important. Maybe we need to find a way to power it. I try to.
All right, well,
I
you
try
can
to
carry
give
it
it
then.
power
Let's
from
continue.
me. Hocus pocus power.
It's got a virus on it, and you die.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
dead.
man.
Oh,
That's,
fuck, I'm dead.
Did you install Avast?
I
Or
drink all the
McAfee?
honey.
Do not pick up unidentified USB sticks and put them into your laptop viewers, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Also,
smart
if
advice.
you're Warforged, don't like we've stated that the twist is in his butt, but don't stick USB drives up your butt either.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do
Agreed.
it. Just put it in your bag.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're into.
Yeah, I suppose so. But then you'll probably have to go to a doctor. Hey, you find this thing and you put it in your bag after you figure out that it is not currently operational. Then you head back, following the footsteps back towards the road. They do lead in a southerly direction along this road. So you follow them for a ways until they start to kind of disappear. The ground here is a little bit harder, so they don't make as much of an imprint. But they do appear to be following this road, the road that you are on towards Woundhold.
So they're fainter, but still going the same direction.
They're
is what you're
fainter,
trying to say.
go in the same direction, and eventually they become unfollowable, but you never saw any deviation or anything.
Okay, so assume it's this road, basically, is what you're trying to tell me.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yep. All right.
All right, then.
You guys, I can read this as written. That's fine. You both continue following the road south and eventually make it out of Broadleaf Forest and into the farmlands. As the late afternoon sun sinks down in the sky to the west, you can see the castle of Woundhold in the distance. Its fortified walls stand tall, protecting the lands of Itoria from the unknown danger of the eastern subcontinent. You know a few things about Woundhold. First, it is the seat of the Marquis of Woundmarch, the nobleman who oversees... I just lost my place. That was weird. The nobleman...
You also said Marquis.
which
not
is the English
Marquis.
pronunciation. I researched this hard because I knew someone was going to fucking call me on some sort of French bullshit.
But the word is a French in origination, so...
It is, but in England, when they used it to describe leaders of the march, it is Marquis. And since this is English...
What was it?
whatchamacallit.
Marquis of what?
I'll reread it.
Get wrecked, French people.
Get wrecked. First...
Oh, titty croissant.
Oh, look at this baguette.
Croissant.
First, it is the seat of the Marquis of Woundmarch, the nobleman who oversees the majority of the Itorian lands along the Wound. Second, Woundhold is known for the vigilance of its guards and the severity of the punishments they administer. Third, the gate is currently closed to those who do not have a writ of passage or an adventuring contract with the crown. As you approach the castle town, is there anything that you guys want to try and see from a distance while you're out here? Or are you just going to continue on?
How many guards are there?
Oh, there's a fair number. This is
Is there a way around?
fully staffed. No,
Does
this
it
is
look
the
like we
only.
could take them?
This is the only.
Like, it's the only gate into...
into the east.
So it's basically Mordor is what you're telling me.
Kind of, yeah. It's the gate to the east. I mean,
Okay.
Baith did mention that there is a way, below it, which is why he sent you to Tassat.
Right, that's right.
Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. As you approach the castle town, you see a gnome with shoulder-length black hair disassembling some equipment and stuffing it into packs as a drow in chainmail sharpens her long sword nearby. And here's the voice.
Dr. Anlin, where is it? It's up here. We're up here. This is fine. And we gotta sink into it because, okay, we're good. It's not too difficult to carry on.
The gnome says,
I do this every time, Ibarra. Why can't those eggheads at the academy come up with something less misplaceable than glasses? But Anlin, glasses look so hot on you. Lecherous assholes.
good read, Tanner. Thanks, Tanner.
No, that's very funny. Oh, okay. So this is presumably Anlin Tassat.
Yeah. And if you well, no, I'll leave that for a second. So, yeah, you see this scene. What dost thou doeth?
Okay. So at this point, I'll turn to Archie and be like, Archie, I believe that is Anlin. the person that we are looking for, the doctor?
Well, how about you go figure out what we need to figure out, and I'll be over here making sure nobody sneaks up on you.
I'm glad to know that you trust me with interacting with other human beings. I'll be back.
This is going to be righteous.
So he's just down for the chaos. I love it. All right. Dr. Anlin Tassad?
As you walk up to this woman, the drow in chainmail stops sharpening her sword and points it at you. Doesn't say a word. And Tassad turns around to look at you.
If I understand
Hey,
correctly...
that's a bit rude, pointing swords at people.
The drow shrugs.
It's okay. It's okay, Mr. Cromwell. If I understand correctly, you are Ibarra.
The drow just glares at you. And the gnome walks up.
I pull out my battle axe and I go, mine's bigger, love.
She doesn't acknowledge it. She slowly points her longsword over at you.
I'm just pointing my battle axe at her. It was just fucking whatever, man. He's just being an asshole at this point.
The woman who is presumably Anlin walks up.
All right. Calm down. We don't need to attract any more guard attention. They're a bit on the warpath right now, and I don't need anything interrupting my plans. So if you two could please... Yes, I am Dr. Anlin Tassad.
Ah,
Oh, wait, come on, love. I was just making a dick joke. It'll be all right. I put my battle axe back up.
The drow does not.
oh, no, it's fine. I have no fear here. We were sent by Baith to find you in specific. We're looking for passage underneath Woundhold. I say this kind of loud.
It doesn't. You saying that out loud doesn't seem to bother her so much. She looks up at the drow, and the drow looks down at her and nods.
I think we're fine, Ibarra.
And she'll turn back over to the two of you.
It's a pleasure to meet any friend of Baith's. I am Dr. Anlin Tassad.
And she offers her hand. As you two are looking at her, you can also tell that her glasses are on top of her head.
Okay. I go, you could call me normal human Jason, and I shake her hand. Because I learned how to do that. He taught me how to shake hands.
Archie's just standing behind Six, just shaking his head. Just
She'll take your hand and...
It's nice to meet you, normal human Jason. And you, sir.
My name is Archibald Theodore Cromwell, but my friends call me Archie.
It is nice to meet you, Archibald Theodore Cromwell.
Perfect. Also, by the way, your glasses are on top of your head.
She reaches up on top of her head
Fucking A.
and puts them on her face.
Okay.
Ibarra sheathes her sword and goes back to just standing with her arms crossed, looking at the two of you.
I mimic her exact posture.
Go ahead. Are you... is this a performance? Or are you trying to... any sort of intimidation? Or you're just doing it?
No, I'm just doing it.
Okay. All right. She's...
I'm having a giggle. I'm having a giggle, mate.
She squints at you. No sign of approval or disdain in her face.
I got word yesterday that you two might be coming. Baith sent a crow, and I am so ready for some help getting through the caverns beneath the wound. It has been a mess just trying to get people to come down there with me. We had a whole expedition, and then they figured, well, this isn't worth it because it's just a series of frickin' tubes. But it's not. It's a cavernous system. There's plenty of things along the walls. There's evidence of an unknown religion. Sorry, I get a little excited about all this kind of stuff, but it's huge. It's huge, and if we could just have more hands to get a little bit deeper in, I've already found the way on the other. I know.
She kind of lowers her voice for a second.
I know you two are looking for a way to get onto the other side because you don't have a writ of passage, and I've already found that. So if you can get me through to the other tunnel that's right along the way that you need to go, then I will point you in the right direction so that you can get through.
Well, that's great news that you just need more hands, because I have 2 here.
That's, you know what? Wild coinky dink. That's the exact number that I need you to have.
He has 2 hands too, and I point to Archie.
4 more
Look at his
hands. Praise be to the gods.
Sorry, my friend's here. He's a bit literal.
I like literal. I also like figurative. I like it. I like it all. Anything is helpful.
Do you need feet?
All right, yeah, sure, we'll help you. You said it's just a cavern, just got to walk you through, right?
Wait. Pause a second. Did you say, do I need feet?
Yes, I have 2 of those.
Awesome. I'm so stoked.
How about a head? Okay, I can keep going. Just name a different body part. Anyway,
Can we-
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you can, buddy, you can list them all out. I need the whole thing. You got a torso?
Yeah,
No, I'm actually fresh out of
I
those.
Oh, well, that's
actually
all
don't
right,
have a
well.
penis though.
All right, so yes, we do need help getting through the cavern. It's not that it's dangerous. We just have a few extra things to carry, and the way down is a little treacherous, so we'd rather not make multiple trips for it.
All right, that's fair.
All right, excellent. Well then, we best
When
be
do we
off
start?
before this. Now,
Yes.
we
That was-
best be off before the sun sets, because otherwise it's really hard to scale a sheer cliffside in the dark.
No, I've done it in my sleep.
Oh, we're going to be climbing.
Yes, you've got
What, you
hands
never
and
heard of
feet.
sleep climbers?
Sleep climbers.
Yeah, I never heard of sleep climbing.
Nope. Can you
It's a
explain
bit of
the
a condition.
condition
I
to me
don't
in
appreciate
detail?
you making fun of it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you sleep and you climb. It's pretty simple.
Holy shit, that's scientific as fuck.
How many
That's
bad
right, I'm a
jokes
modern
can we
day
make?
I'm gonna
Scientist.
document this and send it back to the university. Hey, so
Perfect.
yeah, we've got a few things. Everything's packed up. I've got my glasses now. That's awesome. And
You're welcome, by the way.
thank you. And we can go ahead and head down.
She goes over and she collects a couple of sacks and she hands one to each of you. They're not very heavy, but you can feel that they've got like metallic equipment and stuff inside.
Okay. Is
Very
that like
nice.
something I can wear? Or is it
Yeah. It's got straps.
Right.
Yeah.
Strap it on.
Cool. So as you guys are all packed up with some equipment, Anlin and Ibarra also put some packs on, and you all start heading south. You follow Anlin and Ibarra along the wound until you come to an area with a few empty crates.
Whoa.
What?
Before we go through with this, is it dirty down there?
well, I mean, it's belaying down a cliffside, which is mostly rock, and rock makes dirt. And then it's going into a cave that's a little bit of a tight squeeze at the beginning, but then it opens up. But like, caves are pretty dirty too. Yeah.
All right. One moment. He takes his coat off, folds it up very neatly, and puts it in his backpack.
Nice.
His overcoat.
Okay.
All right. Now we can get
Still looking
He gives
dapper, just
finger guns.
just finger gunning without
Yeah, what
an
does he
overcoat.
have on underneath it? Is it just like a plain white tee?
No. He's got a, what is it, a magenta vest or something?
Yeah, it's I think it's a black. What did I say? Black shirt with a magenta waistcoat. Or
Something-
no, a crimson,
Crimson, that's
waistcoat.
what
Something
it
like
is.
that.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a cummerbund?
A
I don't know what
cummerbund?
cummerbund is.
Cummerbund?
It's like he's wearing like a simple black noble shirt.
Yeah.
So I say noble shirt because that is a button-up shirt for back. in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Wouldn't cummerbund
Wait.
make more
Whoa.
sense
Does
in
it have
normal
poofy
English?
sleeves?
No.
No. Okay,
Oh,
fitted
he's not
sleeves.
Prince.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. He can't. He can't fight with poofy sleeves. Can't do that.
All right. You follow Anlin and Ibarra south along the wound until you come to an area with a few empty crates and a canvas tent. Nearby, you see 2 large coils of rope tied to metal hooks stuck into the ground. And if you look around, it looks like there was probably a larger campsite here before. As you all enter this area, Anlin shouts out
We've made it, and now we descend.
and heads over to the ropes.
Me first.
Just volunteering.
All right, yeah, this seems like a great idea.
Right.
I'm
so we've
very
got,
heavy, though. Do you think these
we've-
ropes will be enough?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, these are exquisite ropes. No, but they're really good ropes. You'll be fine.
Okay, good. I'm
All
going to
right.
investigate, make sure I'm not going to fall.
Okay.
I wasted a good roll on this. 16.
They
The
are
rope's going to hold me.
they're sturdy. They'll seem like they'll hold. You
Good.
can do a little
I
testing.
just want to make sure.
All right.
All
So
right, cool.
they get everything set up. They toss the ropes down over the side of the cliff. If you take a look down, it is pretty sheer here, but you can see that the ropes cascade down near another kind of outcropping down below you. It's probably a good 100 feet down.
Oh. Well, that's a bit lethal if you were to slip.
I would
'Cause
say
that'd be
so.
10 times 6.
Best not to slip.
Best not to slip. As everyone gets tied up and ready to go, you get all the equipment on your back and everyone is going down. What's the order that you want to go in? I guess that 6
Do
is
we have
first.
harnesses?
Yeah, 6 was
No,
the
they aren't really
first.
harnesses. Like they've got kind of a harness setup going on, but it's very rudimentary.
So it's more like a Swiss seat. It's like someone ties
It
a
is
rope
a
and made
lot like a
okay.
Swiss seat. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. That way, a Swiss seat, for anybody who doesn't know that, is basically a harness made out of a rope.
Mm-hmm.
6 is super excited about the prospect of trying something new, so he wants to go first.
Okay. All right. So you get on one rope. Is Archie gonna wait till the end? We just want to get kind of a picture of how you guys are climbing down for when I fuck you over.
I look at the doctor and her assumed bodyguard, and I say, "All right, loves, I'll cover up the rear."
They nod. Ibarra gets ready and ties herself in on the other one. So the first two descending are going to be Ibarra and 6.
Everyone's not going down at the exact same time because that would be dumb as hell. So we're going to wait till they get pretty much all the way down, and then we're going to descend ourselves.
So you're on this 6 and you're making your way down. I need you to give me an athletics check, please, sir.
Ooh, how is my athletic? Oh, that's not bad. That is a 10 total.
Okay. All right.
8 plus 2? 10.
Continue to descend. And thanks to this Swiss harness, you are able to stay pretty steady. Your hands do slip once, but you're able to grasp on rather quickly. And you make your way down to the bottom, to the new outcropping. And in front of you can see a cave opening. Ibarra also makes it down without problem. Well, actually, let's see. Let me do some rolls for Ibarra. Oh, yeah,
she fucking
she tanks it.
gets a 1 and just dies.
Yeah,
right
well,
there.
there goes
Oh
the
my
bodyguard.
God.
Well, there's Amara.
Yep. Nope. She makes it down just fine. And
That would
then
have been fucking hilarious.
it would be funny. I mean, she hasn't said a word yet. She's a cool ass character. It's great. Now we have Anlin and Archie. You two saddle into the saddles and make your way down. Go ahead and give me that athletics check.
All right, then it's time to make a fool of myself.
Go for it.
No way does a barbarian have bad athletics.
15.
Oh,
He's a dex barbarian, right?
No,
Oh, you're strength.
I'm strength
Oh, nice.
barbarian.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way down pretty easy.
I'm a wisdom barbarian.
Wisdom barbarian. But as you get
Tanner,
about
just as a
half-
DM, what were you going to do if we just both rolled nat 1s here?
hurt you.
Well, Swiss seats are designed to be easily stoppable, so
Yeah,
Ah,
it would
yeah,
have.
fair
It
enough.
would have. If those didn't come around, it would have been a little bit more problematic. But it makes sense for you guys to have them.
Okay, all right.
As you guys are going down, you hear a bit of a slip, and then a ha! And you could see the Swiss seat on Dr. Anlin Tassad. I don't need to say her full name. That was kind of weird. It comes loose, and she, her hands slip, and she begins sliding down rapidly.
I shoot out my rocket
Wonder.
hands
Oh, good.
hold on.
like Blitzcrank from League of Legends.
Yeah.
Can I do a dex save to leap off the cliff and let my rope out like you would if you were rappelling?
Yeah, so you're gonna
and try to
rappel
catch
out
her.
and try and use the slack behind you to catch her, let her grab onto that.
Or I was just gonna leap off and try to stop myself underneath her, where I could just hold her. Since
Got it. Yeah, go ahead and roll. That's gonna be, I think, acrobatics or athletics. So you'll probably choose athletics.
Yeah. It's skill based. It makes sense. Yeah. I don't know why I said dex save.
Yeah, I don't either.
That would have been if I was the one falling.
Mhm.
18.
So you push off. You grab your right hand down on the lower rope, your left hand on the upper rope, and you push back with your legs and loop back around, bringing your right hand to press Anlin against the wall and scoop her up. Luckily, she's pretty lightweight, so you're able to hold on to her while you pull on your rope and prevent the two of you from falling faster and sliding down.
Careful, dear. This is a long drop here.
If I were into the heroic type, this would be something, but thank you for saving my life. This is the beginning of a
bit terrifying.
What?
A bit terrifying, to be fair.
I am so scared right now, but it's just, can you get us down?
Yeah, I should be able to.
All right. You make your way down to the bottom, and you can feel her trembling on the way, but you do set her down at the bottom, and now you're all in front of this cavern. Anlin dusts herself off and kind of shakes her head, and tries to steady her breathing. And she
What
says,
a great save, Archie. Wouldn't you say so, Ibarra?
She nods.
No expression. She just is expressionless.
Archie points at her and goes, I got you to do something besides stare at me.
She shrugs and walks into the cave.
He's just
Okay, explain the cave
because
now.
she's so quiet.
Anlin says,
Welcome to the caverns of Op.
Hello, dear listener. This is Tanner, and I just want to thank you for listening to the 3rd episode of Netherrealm. This is just the start of our campaign, so I'm really excited for you to be on this journey with us. If you'd like some extra content, episode 3.5 is an out-of-character discussion with me and the players, and it's available right now. Future episodes will release every other week, which means episode 4 will be out on Monday, August 29th. If you want to learn more about our campaign setting or keep up to date with podcast info, check out netherrealm.com. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode.
All right, well, let's go see what's in these caverns here.
All right, yeah. As you guys look out from this ledge, you can get a good view of the wound, the rushing water below you, and the walls are just scattered with these layers of white rocks with purple veins going through them. It is a gorgeous sight, especially in this sunset. You can see the light cascading on the other side of the wall from you. Ibarra, who is now farther off into the entrance, lights a torch and leads away into the passage. And before anyone calls me on it and goes, "Oh, but drow have dark vision," I know, but gnomes don't. Do gnomes have
Neither
dark
do
vision?
humans or robots, to be fair.
I don't know. Do gnomes have dark vision? Would
No.
be funny.
I don't think so.
I think if certain classes can, but I don't think they do as a racial trait.
Dark vision. They do have dark vision. All right, well, whatever.
Gnomes have dark vision?
Yeah. But,
Hey, thanks, Ibarra. I appreciate you lighting that torch for me.
yeah, she did for you guys.
I also don't have dark vision, according to this.
Don't worry,
so-
DM. I'll save you.
Thanks, bud. All right. The walls here are etched with depictions of people receiving gifts. However, the odd thing that you find in most of these is that the gift giver in every piece is scratched out in some way. They're very cool now.
All
Wait,
right,
so it's just pictures of
it
people
appears
giving
like
gifts?
Receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts? Okay, sorry.
the receiver is scratched out or the gifter is scratched
The
out?
gifter is scratched out.
All right, then. Well, I won't be giving you lasses anything while we're down here. I don't want to get scratched out of a rock.
I see nothing of significance.
I think all of this is of significance. There's a story here that is a puzzle to solve and a history that we know nothing about. I mean, how often does that come along in lands we're able to explore? I mean, think about it. If something like this was discovered in Imaves, the elves wouldn't let us touch it. But since it's here, I mean, it's amazing. It's something new and unexplored, and I am so excited. Really,
I would argue that this is not very new.
you know what? You're right. It is new to me.
Once again, very literal. He didn't mean no offense.
No, I'm not offended. Everything is a search for. You still have your mask on, right?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Okay.
He
Everything is
hasn't
a search for knowledge.
divulged his actual name or anything to this person yet.
And she hasn't asked. She continues.
The
Even though
Marquis
she
of
shook your metal hand.
Yeah. Well, it's gloved.
It's gloved.
He's got big blacksmith gloves on. He's dressed real weird.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yes,
apron.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. The Marquis of Woundmarch contacted the College of. This is a lot of words for me to say. The Marquis of Woundmarch contacted the College of Velia recently after a trimmer along the wound uncovered this cavern entrance. We were a group of 12 at the start of the expedition 4 weeks ago. Now it's just the two of us. Well, I guess 4 of us. But so, once again, thank you. You've doubled our numbers after they've been 6th.
If you don't mind me asking here, why did they all say no again?
They thought the stuff here was meaningless. I mean, we found the, exit on the other side, and they were like, well, look, we've documented the wall scribblings, and there's a few other passageways, but we don't want to put any more money into it. It's all about money, right? Like, so if it doesn't seem worth it, then they're not going to pay for it. And I am currently not getting paid for this.
The world does
Well,
run on Eider.
Good on you for following your sense of adventure.
You hear up ahead, Ibarra sighs.
Apparently, your friend doesn't like your sense of adventure.
Yes, but she is my friend, and she will see it out with me, which I am super appreciative of.
Well, that's a good friend, eh?
Oh,
I think.
actually, maybe you can help us. I found these, and I pull out the jar of honey and the little device and ask her, basically, what is it? What do you think these are?
She'll take a look at the jar. She'll, look over to Ibarra.
Ibarra, can you bring the torch over here?
And she comes over and holds a light over it. She looks at the jar first.
Huh. Is it dangerous? Can I open it?
It tastes like angry ocean.
Ocean. Okay.
She
Smell
twists it off and takes a sniff and puts the cap back on.
Oh, that kind of smells like spring fire.
What is spring fire?
Spring fire is one of the main exports of Exarch, which is just to the south of Etoria. It is a really impressive mix of stuff, but most of it's naturally occurring. This, however, has some sort of taint to it, is the best way that I can think of describing it. The cool thing about spring fire is that it'll help out in certain situations with feats of physical strength, but this, I'm not sure. And I don't know if you really want to drink it because that frothing is volatile.
So you're telling me it's a PED?
Yeah, but I don't know if you could actually test for it in competitions of strength. So, like, if you're thinking of it that way, then it would still be an illegal substance in most official rankings.
Good to know. Thanks for the clarification.
No problem.
I took a small sample of it with my mouth. It made me a little angry. My eyes turned red. I mean, it made me angry.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest. I mean, scientifically, if you do ever taste this or like consume the whole thing, please document it and let me know like what happens. Because, I mean, do you want to keep like I'll look into it if you'd like, but that's up to you.
I think feats of strength could be useful to us, Archie.
I'm very strong.
I'm also pretty strong. I think we'll hold on to it. You've given me a lot of
He flexes.
information, and I will document what happens when we take it, if we take it.
All right, and then this other thing, this is some remote control device. I'm not certain exactly what it's supposed to control, but it has some sort of long range mechanism. And well, I say long range; it's a pretty short long range, but it doesn't have to be like right up on the thing that it's supposed to be controlling. Do you know what it's supposed to go to?
Nope, found it broken in the mud.
Huh. Okay, well, if that's all the information that you have, is this also? Do you want me to look into this more, or would you like to also?
Yeah,
keep,
you can.
I mean, it's mostly junk. There's some good parts in here to use for stuff, but it just
You
depends
can
on if you
have
know how to use
this
it.
for sure.
Oh, all right, cool. And she stuffs it in her bag. Um,
Hey, bruv. Jason. I'll hold on to that liquid if you don't mind.
Absolutely. I hand it to
I
him.
put it in my bag.
okay,
Wrapped in cloth so it doesn't break. Something. I don't know.
makes sense. I mean, it's got it does have like a metal casing around it, so it should be
okay,
pretty
cool.
safe.
Even better.
Yep. All right. You guys continue on. The cave starts to open up a bit as you move through. You're not really getting dirty. Like if you touch against the walls, you would get stuff, but it was probably a good idea to remove the jacket.
I'm being extremely careful.
Extremely careful. Anlin continues on. We've certainly made progress here, just the two of us, and we made some progress with the whole group, which, I mean, if they were all here, it would probably be exponential for the amount of stuff that we've discovered. All these etchings I found, I think are from some long-forgotten religion, and, these people in them depicted are just being showered in gifts from some entity. So I'm thinking that that's probably the god, or at least the person that they worshipped. It could have been a cult, just all worshiping some rich guy, or it could have been like a king from some previous monarchy or something here, or queen. I mean, hell, we have a queen here now, so why not?
May I present a question?
Sure.
How do you know it's only one thing if all the images are scratched out?
I don't. That's actually a really good point. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a notebook and makes a note in there, closes it back up, and puts it back in her pocket.
Told you I was a scientist.
Anyone that does science is a scientist. Anyone that hypothesis is a hypothesizer. None of these things are actually equivalent to having a degree, but they're almost as good. I think you could be right and onto something. I mean, whatever it is, it's all got to mean something. And I'll be damned if I'm not the one to figure it out. Cool.
Or salutations to you.
Thanks. All right. As you continue on, the passage opens into a high-ceilinged cavern. You can see a few hand-hewn columns standing about, holding up the ceiling, which you can imagine were once
carved.
Yes, they're carved. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're actually made. They were probably some form of stalagmite, stalactite situation that they made into these sort of ornate columns. You can kind of see up towards the top if you have dark vision, which neither of you do. But I'll give it to you. When Ibarra holds up the torch, you can see these sort of etchings and figures up at the top, but you can't really make out what they are because they are so high up.
As you continue on, you can see more of these depictions on the walls, more of these scratched out figures that may be one or maybe multiple things. And you can see these offshoots on the walls where these other paths kind of go into the darkness. And Anlin describes these as, well, I could just say what she says.
These little side passages, as far as I can tell, don't really go anywhere. There were a lot of cave-ins in this section, and I think after, that initial sort of tremor that unveiled the entrance to this cavern, a lot of these probably got closed off. It would take so much time, work, money to actually get down them, so this main path and a couple of offshoots are really the only thing that we currently have. So, were we to have all the funds and stuff that we wanted, we could probably delve into some of these things, and I can't imagine the wealth of knowledge that we could find in some certain chambers. I mean, a lot of these things have to lead to somewhere. It has to lead to something. But the only thing that actually is more impressive than the last chamber is the next.
And you walk into this massive chamber, and the walls are actually straight hewn, unlike the rough cave walls in the areas that you came from. The columns here are nearly perfect in their size and symmetry. The depictions of people are still at the top, and again, you can't really make them out from here, but at the bottom there's also intricate designs of ivy wreathing around the columns. You can see the tunnel on the other side continues on in the torchlight, but just taking in this particular area, it almost reminds you of a sort of cathedral in the way that it is shaped and formed.
Wow.
So, I've got to admit, I'm a bit confused as to what you need from us. Because as soon as we find the exit, we're going to continue along our way. I imagine you need more help than that.
Well, I mean, we needed someone to help carry some of this equipment, and there are things in here, like we found some cave worms and some bats and some things that are just like kind of pains in the ass, and just having more people is better. And once we get down to another trail, there is an offshoot that there's not much rubble there. So I think we could kind of move it and get it, so we can actually get back in there, and more hands. 4 extra hands would be such a huge help, and 4 extra feet too. It's a great boon. You have no idea.
And 2 torsos. We discussed all this earlier.
Yes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, all included. Here we go.
By the way, I am
Extremely
taking very good mental notes of the path we are taking through this, so that if we have to go back through, I'm drawing it. I guess I could do a schematic on the wall, just saying this way. Ooh, that's what I do. I create little schematics as we go through, just like little markers, like go this way.
When you do that, Anlin turns to Archie.
Is he leaving breadcrumbs for this has been a straight path. There's only one way.
I let him do whatever makes him happy and whatever makes him feel safe.
Who am I to question someone's ideas of safety? Thank you for giving me perspective.
Oh, that's all right, love. No problem. Anytime.
It definitely makes the robotic noise every time I do this, by the way.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll put in the printer again. All right.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll help you clear out some rocks, and that's the least we could do for you giving us a path through Woundhold.
It is, I think, a pretty fair and equal trade. I mean, we're not feeding you. We're just getting you down here, and you're helping us with some rocks. So honestly, I'm getting more out of this than you got. Well, no, you're getting paid. I forgot that you were getting paid, too. So never mind.
Well, we only get paid.
Yeah, we also get to kick the shit. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Actually, never mind. Let's continue.
What now?
Nothing. I said nothing.
You know how I said we were You know how Archie said we were scientists earlier? We're
Yes.
scientists of kicking ass.
Oh,
And we're going to go run some experiments on some members of a certain collective that most people don't like.
Blackhold.
Fucking A, Jason.
My dad's in the Black Hole Collective.
Well, I hope he's not in the group we're looking for.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not. My dad's dead.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, love.
It's
You
okay.
can-
It was an experiment. Runs in the family. Blew himself up, but he came up with a cure in that experiment for Stankfoot.
Stankfoot. Mm.
Yeah, Stank.
That's-
Like when you get it's an insert in a shoe, and he did
I
that.
pull up. I want to do a history check on Stankfoot.
I've used those before.
Stankfoot? Yeah, it was a thing discovered by Stanley Yelnats.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, darn
Got
it.
it. Yep.
They're
That's good. All this is good.
All right. So
Hold on, doctor. I'll carry you up this here mountain.
nice. Very good. Very good. Okay. You guys end up going into the path, I guess the passage that leads at the end of this chamber. And as you leave the chamber, the torchlight is consumed by the darkness moving forward. Not in like a weird magical way, but in like, we're going into dark spaces, more enclosed kind of way. So don't be like afraid of shit. But you should be, because you hear movement off in the distance.
What was that? I'm just kidding. Cut that. I'm sorry. What does it sound like?
What you hear sounds like scraping against stone. It doesn't really sound like the movement of feet or legs. It just sounds like something sliding across stone.
Doctor, if you don't mind me asking here, how big were these cave worms you were talking about?
They like 4 feet long. They're nothing like they're a little troublesome, but
Well,
they're
what
not too
about the bats? Are they giant bats?
no, they were regular bats.
Hmm.
I mean,
All
like
right, then.
like regular bats that you'd have to fight off, right? Like they weren't like little cave bats. They were, they're troublesome, but they were just one pop. I mean, Abara was able to slice through like what Abara like.
And Abara holds up her hand with 3 fingers up.
Yeah, 3 at one time. So, like nothing problematic.
Does this thing sound larger than those things she's just described?
As you think that question, Abara draws her sword.
All right, then. I draw me battle axe. I don't know why I said that.
I guess I pull out the mace.
Abara turns back to you, and she'll pass the torch back. Or try to.
Okay.
I guess
it.
One of you guys can take it if you want to.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay.
I hand it to
Oh,
6.
Bruce already
Okay.
took it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and she fully draws her sword and has it pointing forward. She starts edging back and makes a hand motion for you all to move back into the large chamber behind you.
Okay. I follow. Yeah, fine. I have torches.
Okay.
I'm going to light one
All right.
and throw it in front of us.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of edging back, you light up a torch and you toss it in front of you. And as it illuminates the cave walls and heads down into the darkness, you can see it glimmer off of slimy, wet skin in the distance. And what you see that rears back in this light is this thing with this beaked maw surrounded by 4 tentacles covered in spiny suction cups, and it lurches forward towards you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, fight time. 11 plus 0. That's an 11.
Natural 20.
You said
I'm
nat
sorry,
20?
21 actually. Non-natural.
Oh.
21 actually, but
Okay. So as this thing lurches forward, you can see it illuminated by the torch. Ibarra prepares to brace. Actually, Ibarra takes an action to grab Anlin and go around the side of the cave wall and get her out the way. So it is basically just you facing this monster ahead of you, Archie. And you are up first.
all right. I'm gonna start backing up slowly, still facing it.
Okay.
I'm going to prepare an action that if it enters my threat range. First of all, hold on. First, I rage.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my rages for the day. 2, I prepare an action that if it enters my threat range, I thwack it.
Okay.
And 3, I begin to back up.
Okay. All right.
So
you prepare an action.
all right, 6. Let's or Jason, I mean, let's back out of
Who's
here.
6?
Oh, it's got 6 tentacles, ma'am.
It's clearly got 4. It's got.
No, it's 6. There's 2 more behind it.
Okay. It's probably all the talking you get in your 6 seconds. All right. The creature, the monstrosity, rushes towards you. You can see its tentacles spread, the barbs on it poised to connect, and this gaping beak. You can see the saliva dripping off from it. This thing is hungry, and it wants you. And it gets into your threat range.
I'll give it a thwack.
Give it a thwack, baby.
19 on the dice to hit.
That'll
with
hit.
my battle axe.
Yep.
Okay, cool. 12 total
Okay.
damage.
Nice damage.
7 plus 3 plus 2.
Nice. All right. So you slice at this thing with your axe. You connect with its fleshy side, and you can see this dark blood dripping out of it. This thing continues to make its way towards you and
Oh,
tries.
I'm glad I took my coat off.
Yeah, it was a good call. It is going to try and attack with its tentacles. So they lurch towards you, and you can see the barbs, the suckers. 18 on the dice. So that'll be... Holy shit.
Oh, great.
Take 9 damage from its tentacles. As it connects with its tentacles, you can see its beak then lurching towards you. Trying to take a bite out of that fancy ass. That is a 19. 7 damage. These are slashing and piercing.
Thank you.
Yep. So have that. All right, this thing is all up in your business, and it
Okay.
will end its turn, which means we go on to Ibarra, who is maneuvering Anlin over to the side. She puts her behind one column and pulls her sword out. It is clear that her only priority is to protect Anlin.
Yeah, but I already assumed that. So.
Yep. She will end her turn. 6.
All right, so what I'm going to do is use a bonus action to cast a Shield of Faith on my good buddy Archie. And then,
Thanks, bruv.
so you get plus 2 AC for
Nice.
10 minutes. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
So the whole
Damn.
battle. Plus 2 AC for the rest of the battle. Then I'm going to run up to this bad boy and hit him with Toll the Dead because I really want to use it.
What would 10 minutes be? Would that be 100 rounds of combat?
Yes, it would. If we have 100 rounds of combat, I hate you.
Yeah, I hate
For
you too.
any fight. I don't
Toll
care
the-
if it's the last fight. Fuck you.
Told that dead there, boy.
All right, he has to roll a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
He does. It does.
It's a smart cookie. Or it's a wise cookie, excuse me.
I rolled
Okay.
well.
He takes nothing.
Oh, wait.
Nothing
Wisdom
happens.
saving throw?
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Yeah, it has plus 2 wisdom.
Why? I hate
I
that
don't know.
monster.
I don't know. All right, nothing happens. Okay. You let out your hand. Was Toll the Dead a touch spell?
No, it is a sight, I believe. And it makes
Yeah,
a
60
bell
feet. You're right.
noise.
It's
60
not,
feet. Okay.
it's not a touch. It's
All right.
60 feet.
You bring your gloved hand forward and you attempt to snap your fingers and make this thing feel the pain. But when you snap your fingers, it just fizzles out with a.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it make that noise?
What was that, bruv?
Well, I'm actually not sure. Don't know what that shit was. Okay, that was awesome. Good job, Will. Yes, you did it.
Back to Archie.
You did the dialogue, Will. You did it.
Did
Yay.
the dialogue. You did it.
What's the dialogue?
I ran within 5 feet of him, by the way, to make myself a
Oh,
target.
you ran up to 5 feet? Okay, yeah. That's important to say.
I want to make myself a target.
Okay.
Thwacky is a big tentacle monster.
Do it. Can you please do a barbarian thing to it?
What do you mean?
Thwack
You
it.
hit it. You thwack it.
You thwack it.
Oh, okay. A reckless attack for advantage?
No, I'm saying you don't have to. I was just saying.
Yeah, no, fuck
I was
it.
making
I'm
a
gonna
joke.
do that. Yeah, I'm a reckless. I want to.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, reckless attack means you get advantage.
He does too, though.
He does
Yeah.
too.
Against specifically Bruce's
Until my next turn.
PC. Yeah.
13 damage. 8 plus 2 for rage plus 3 for my strength.
Okay. As you come down with your axe, you do take a chunk of flesh out of the side of this thing. It screeches and lurches out at you, just pissed. And as it does yell out, you can hear this sound reverberate in the cavern. And from the path where you can still see your torch faintly glowing, you can see something else lurching forward. And next to this thing is a second frickin' Grick.
Okay. Am I free of this thing?
Yeah, it doesn't have you grappled.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
you are not grappled.
That's fine. Whatever.
So there are now 2 Gricks facing you guys. The other one is kind of back a little bit in the tunnel, and it has made its way here.
Hey, bro, let's kill this thing and get the fuck out of here.
Couldn't agree with you more.
All right. The first Grick, Grick 1, we'll call it, is going to attempt to make another attack with its tentacles on you, Archie. It lurches forward with these barbed, disgusting, gooey, suctiony
Sorry,
Thanks.
touch me close.
Yeah, it is. That is 9 plus 4, 13, which I believe misses.
Yes, it does.
All right. So it will try and get you with its tentacles, but it does not connect. These things just kind of slither near you. And it doesn't get any purchase to
What
go
sound does it
at you
make
with its
again?
beak.
What
I'm
sound
not
does
going
it
to do it
make
again.
again?
You'll hear it in the
The mac
recording.
and, it made the mac and cheese sound.
Yeah, the mac and cheese sound. Because it did not hit with its tentacles, it is not going to try and go at you with its beak. It is now Ibarra's turn, and as she stands there sort of in a defensive position, seeing this second Grit come up, Anlin will yell up to her,
I'm fine. Fucking kill it.
and Ibarra will rush forward towards the second Grick, try and close in on that, but she doesn't make it all the way towards it. So she will rush up and get to the edge of the opening at the tunnel and prepare to attack this second Grick as you guys are engaged in the first as it tries to get in through. We will now move to 6. 6, you are now facing 2 of these things. One it's got a literal chunk missing from it from Archie's axe. And the other one is fine. Brand new boy.
All right. I'm just going to take a swing at the damaged one. Just
Okay.
going to smacky smack with my Macy mace.
Roll to hit it.
All right. That is a 9 on the dice plus 4. 13. Does 13 hit him?
13 does not hit.
Ooh, but I get 2 plus 2 because I'm enraged. Oh. Okay, just kidding.
Oh.
That's totally not how that works.
Damn, you should drink that potion.
Maybe I should have, but it's too late. I already did my action. I have nothing else. I am
Well, I
in the
have
way.
it, so it doesn't
that's
matter.
true.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
All done?
All done.
Okay.
Board turn.
Then we move on to Grick number 2, who will slither in, and seeing that the other one is engaged with Archie, will go after you 6. Tentacles are coming your way. Ooey, gooey, goopy, suctiony, nasty bits
Does
of
it pass the
barbed
rebar's
bullshit.
threat range?
Huh?
Does it pass the rebar's threat range?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for keeping me honest. All right, yeah, Ibarra will make an attack with her longsword.
Yes. Get him, Ibarra.
She will connect.
I'm not letting an attack go. This thing's dealing that solid damage to me. That's not good.
It's solid damage. Okay. Thank you. All right, so this second Grick will make an attack on you, 6. That is going to not do it. 9 plus 4. So
Yeah.
17 AC. All right, so it does not make a connection with its barbed tentacles.
Gross.
They are unfurled.
Don't forget, Bruce has
Eat
plus
hungry.
2 AC right now, by the way.
Oh, that right?
I will not.
Okay,
I will
good.
not forget.
As long as
so,
somebody's
yeah.
not forget. We're good.
I've got it. I was going to ask Tanner when he said if something hit, well, what was it? But
Yep. Back to the top of the order. Archie,
Thwacky thwack.
roll it. Which one are you attacking? The damaged
The
one?
one that is the one I've hit twice.
Great. Hit it
I'm
thrice.
gonna reckless attack again.
Do it.
15 on dice, I assume hits because I get like +5. So
Oh, yeah. 15 straight hits.
11 damage. 6 plus 3 plus 2.
Well, you have a battle axe. What type of axe do you have?
Great axe.
Great axe, thank you. You pull your great axe back, and you baseball swing this nasty worm, chicken-beaked octopus hybrid, and you cut across it right where its beak splits, and cut back into it, and this thing falls to the ground like a limp noodle. It dead.
You limp noodle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is Grick 1. The second one will maintain its position, seemingly just too hungry to care. But now we'll move on to
You killed me, bro.
You killed me, bro. Now we'll move on to Ibarra, who will also try and take another swing at this thing. She will make another swing with her her longsword. Sorry, she'll make another swing with her longsword, and this thing is able to maneuver underneath her. She does not connect with it. 6. What do?
All right. Well, 6 is going to try to toll the dead on this guy again. Roll that beautiful bean footage, aka Wisdom save of 13.
13.
Do I get to roll my dice?
It saves.
Oh, come on. God, dog it.
Yeah, on saves they only have. It's like a DC, so you only have to meet it.
How's old? Yeah, you're right. But how's old Archie looking?
Strong and
Virile?
majestic.
Oh, majestic. Oh, that's much better than mine.
Archie ain't bleeding too much. Okay. All right. Cool.
No.
We're
that's the
gonna
only
chill
word I
then.
could think of. All I could think of was majestic. I was regal. That would have been better.
Regal.
But-
Oh, Regal Archie.
regal
So
barbarian.
regal is good for lions. What's good for wolves?
Fierce.
Feral.
Yeah. Yeah. Strong.
I mean,
and
well,
feral.
you are in a rage, so you are pretty feral right now.
Yeah, I'm like foaming at the mouth.
What do
man.
you look? Yeah, what do you look like when you're in a rage?
It's like the cold hatred of vengeance.
Just the most obtuse sentiment. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
The Grick is going to try and tentacle you. 15.
He does not have advantage, by the way, because it's not the same Grick.
Wait, I thought
Nice.
everything.
15. So this thing misses with your new.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yep, that is right. It is all.
I will
thought it
roll
was
a
only
second
my
one.
target. Yeah, go for it.
17 on the dice.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Okay, it'll connect with its tentacles. These things wrap into your very nice shirt. You can see the barbs pierce through it, damaging the fabric. 9 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
Its tentacles connect, so it's going to try and snap at you with its beak.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, not too bad. 6.
Okay, cool.
So it wraps its tentacles into you, and it does tear your shirt a little bit with these barbs at the end, and this beak pinches into your chest. It's unpleasant. It's not nice.
Oh, I'm not happy. That's for sure. I'm having the time of my life. Like I'm not. I promise you.
Okay. That will end Grick's number 2's turn. We're back up to Archie.
I thwack.
Thwackety.
I am not going to reckless attack.
Okay.
Just a regular thwack.
Why not? Why not? Why not? I like it when you reckless attack.
Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay.
All right, you take another swing with your great axe after your killing blow on the other one. Sweating your palms causes you to not have the best purchase on it, and you miss.
Well, and also the blood.
Yeah, the blood on your palms. Fine, let's make it not such a, bitch move. The blood on your palms, make it slip a little bit. Ibarra will attempt to make another attack. She will take her longsword into both hands and do a two-hand swing. It is. It doesn't help. 6.
I'm going to use 10. I'm going to channel divinity using my life domain. Hey, Archie, I learned a new trick. And I snap my fingers or do whatever the robot can do for a snap. I guess you can find purchase on the gloves that he has on.
Yeah, for sure.
So, boop, 10 health points to old Archibald.
Nice. You can feel
Thanks,
this
bruv.
static, hair-raising electricity come through you as you were
My wounds
reinvigorated.
sew themselves together.
Yeah. No, your clothes are still torn.
And then
I said my wounds.
Oh, your wounds, yeah. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Archie is wounded when his clothes are wounded.
That's fair.
Yeah, right.
is the grapple action an action? Is that something I have to do as an
It would-
action? Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
grappling, like,
Kind of sucks. And
yeah, it kind of sucks. Basically, you can give other people, you have advantage and they have advantage on attacks. It's kind of dumb.
I'm going to get on the backside of this thing, flanking, if you will. Not jump on it. Not-
I'm like, I thought
not
you were
jump
jumping on it.
on
I
it.
was like,
No.
all right, okay.
Not going to
You were
jump on it.
gonna
I'm
try
just-
Gave
and-
me an idea.
I'm
You're going to try and move
Have an
around
idea?
it. And which means you don't leave its threat range. You're just repositioning in here.
Correct.
So you get on the backside of it.
I start yelling at it too.
We aren't really doing flanking rules because 5th edition
Oh.
doesn't have those.
Okay, well,
So,
that's
Yeah,
fine.
that was optional.
Either way,
We
I'm
called
trying
it.
to confuse the thing. Maybe give it a different target. Hey,
That's fine.
hello, over here. Check me out, big boy.
Go ahead
That's
and
what he says.
roll persuasion.
Sure.
I mean, you're not really intimidating it. You're just trying to make it come after you.
11 minus 110.
Okay. So that's a roll that you did. It is now its turn. And this thing will look around at the 3 attackers and take in sort of the location of the room and everything that's going on. And it will try and dart off to your left.
Swing, swag.
And- okay.
Smackety. I swing at it with my mace.
Do a hit. Roll that shit.
13.
Does not hit.
Damn it. Oh, but I get advantage. Hold on.
Why do you get advantage?
I don't. I'm being stupid.
I do the same.
Okay.
It's a 14 hit.
Tie goes to the attacker.
We know it's AC. Yeah. We found it. We are the world's greatest detectives.
Well, I mean, a 15 hit and a 13 missed. So,
Well,
I don't remember 15 hitting. I wasn't paying that much attention.
it did, yeah.
I
I have done zero-
monotone, just dead, no emotion. You're not getting away from me, bruv.
nice. Roll that damage.
That's a lot of damage.
How much do?
11 plus 2 is 13 plus 3 is 15.
Very nice. All right, you take another swing at this thing and catch it in the back as it moves over to the side. Your axe does find some good purchase on this thing, and as it moves, it slices down the length of it. This thing screeches out but continues on its path. Ibarra will also try and attack. She will connect with it on this one.
About time.
Her long sword catches the thing in the back with the 2-arm strike. All right. But this thing is able to make it off to the side and begins scurrying up the walls into the darkness.
How far away is it?
It is going to go its movement, so it goes 30 feet diagonally up
I javelin it.
eventually. It's still its turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were done when it was moving.
Oh, no.
That's why I said
No.
that.
As it moves up, because it hasn't made an action yet. As it moves up into the darkness across the stone above, you both, even with the torchlight, lose a bit of sight of it. You know the direction it went in and about where it is, but you can't currently see it unless you try and search for it. Archie, it is now your turn.
Well, I can't see it. I can't hit it, so.
I mean, you've got torches. You can try and see where it's at.
Oh, I can interact with an item and make an action. So I use my left hand to throw a torch up into the air where it was.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say you're able to do that because it's just a radius of light. So you toss the torch up there and go ahead and give me, this will be active perception.
Perceptions. 18 total.
Okay. You can barely see the tail end of this thing. You get kind of where it is, but it is still in motion as it's up there. So you can try and make attack at it. It will be at disadvantage.
I got 14 and 7. Like, what are the odds? That get half of
it.
Yeah, crazy. It's not going to hit them.
No, you launch your javelin up and think it hits right where its tail was and bounces off the stone wall.
I'm going to go count off because I will not be retrieving that one.
Okay.
I have no idea where it is. So.
All right. Ibarra will peer out into the darkness, and she will reach out an arm and thunk her fist against you, 6. And it does make a metallic thunk. And she'll kind of look at you and then point up to where it is. So you can tell that she sees something in the darkness.
So she points directly at it?
Yeah, she's trying to give you a line of sight to it. So unless, you could do the torch maneuver again, but now you have a general idea of where it was. You could still, it depends on what your attack is, whether or not you'll be doing it at disadvantage.
All right, I'm going to use Guiding Bolt, and I'm going to aim it directly at the spot that she pointed at, using my robot things. I'm not aiming at it. I'm just trusting that she knows where it is, and I'm going to aim directly at that spot that she pointed to me.
Okay, what does Guiding Bolt do?
So, all right, so it's just a spell attack, and it does 46 radiant damage if I hit it.
Okay, disadvantage.
First one is an 11 on dice. That'd be 16. That one hits.
That one
Come
would
on,
hit.
higher than 11. 10 on dice plus 5 is 15.
15, that'll hit.
Still hits.
Roll that damage.
Roll that beautiful. Okay, I can't say that joke too many times.
You can't really say it at all
3,
because that's a direct McElroy joke.
6, 10,
Holy fuck.
15 damage plus. Wait, no pluses.
Is this a single bolt or multiple bolts?
Yeah, it's just 46. So it's
A single bolt?
I think it's a single bolt.
Okay.
I
just didn't know if it was like magic missile where it's like...
It's just a single bolt. I finally hit something. I'm just excited about that. So
Okay.
It's just one big single bolt.
So, everyone can see sort of this light pouring out from underneath your blacksmith's leather glove as it kind of glows outward, and then through just right out of the center of this glove, it actually singes a hole through it. This bolt of energy rushes out and directly up to where Ibarra pointed. You can see this blue light connect with the Grick. The energy surges through its body. It thrashes on the ceiling or on the wall, and it starts falling on the ground. This monstrous worm is just thrashing as it dies. You can see how close it was to Anlin, that was probably its next target, but this thing eventually stops thrashing on the ground and is still. You can smell the kind of burnt flesh from this thing as you look at it. But you did it! You killed 2 Grick!
Also copywritten.
Yeah, well, you could do it with your mouth.
Okay,
fine.
fair enough. Okay, well, I want to learn more about these creatures that we just killed. I'm just going to start inspecting and say, I really thought I was going to be useless there.
As this thing does hit the ground really close to Anlin, she's just staring at it.
Fuck. Those aren't the worms that we were fighting before. That's completely different.
Yeah, I had a bit of an idea it might be.
Hopefully they come in pairs of twos.
I roll up my sleeves where they're like torn. I just roll it up so it's cuffed up to my
Biceps.
my elbows. Yeah, my biceps. And so there's like white scars all over Archie's forearms and just jagged patterns. So you can tell he's been in some scuffles.
Been through some shit.
Anlin, judging by the size of this cavern and the size of these, I highly doubt that's the only ones.
I have no idea. Ibarra and I have not run into any of these.
And Ibarra shakes her head as she cleans off her longsword and puts it back in the sheath.
Did it make was it like, oh, it was dying?
It made some noise, but most of it, like, it wasn't the same screech. It wasn't the same impact that the one earlier that kind of called.
Okay, that's
Just judging by sheer volume of this cave system and these, there could possibly be hundreds of these.
There could. And as freaking freaked out as I am, science must continue. And you guys got to get to the other side. And that's where they were coming from. So there's only one way. We have to press forward.
Well, what are we waiting for, loves? Let's get on with it.
All right. The two,
Archie just seems unfazed.
the scientist and the bodyguard both nod and get ready. Who's going down the tunnel first?
Me.
Okay.
I was going to suggest maybe me, but that's
Oh,
up to
that's fine
you.
too.
I guess you still probably have a little bit of AC left. We'll just say it's probably
That was only like
10 minutes.
4 rounds of combat.
Yeah.
That was all of like 30 seconds.
So
So-
just in case something pops up, if you want to go first, just do it. I'll follow behind you. I'll take up the rear if he takes first, Tanner.
Okay. All right. So the scientist and the bodyguard are in between the two of you as you move on into this tunnel with Archie in front. And as you travel down, you do have the torch.
I pick up that torch
Yeah.
that I threw.
Yeah. So you guys still have that. You're able to see as you move down. There are no etchings on the walls in this section. It is a bit more roughly hewn. Anlin comments,
This area, I'm pretty sure, was one of the later additions that they put in. And I think, it's kind of one of those things where they kept pressing forward. Now, this tunnel does come out to the other side of the wound, but up ahead, it veers off to the left. And that's the segment that we need to get into. And that's where we need a little bit of help. There can't be, there must be another tunnel that opened up that these things got through, because otherwise I have not seen any sort of nesting ground or areas for them to go. I thought there was just this main tunnel. So there must be something that has that we haven't discovered yet, which is both exciting and terrifying.
There's a lot of darkness down here. So there's no telling where they came from. really.
Probably something bigger here too. That's pretty exciting in itself.
Yep. Exciting. That's the word I would use for it.
Very literal, like I said.
all right, so you guys continue on in this tunnel, and we're using passive perception. What is your passive perception, 6?
15.
What is 6's passive perception?
Do you want mine too?
No, I know it's usually 17 or some shit high.
17, yeah.
Okay, as you guys are moving through this, you feel a bit of vibration in your feet as you're moving through this tunnel.
I stop.
Same. Can I put my hands on the ground too and try to get a better feel of what's happening?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. This will be perception. You're trying to perceive things because it's not through feeling.
That is a 22.
This feels like some sort of tremor. It feels like the earth is moving very slightly, but you were told when you came in here that it was a tremor that actually uncovered the cave mouth.
Doctor,
Yeah?
do you happen to feel that?
Both she
I
and
can-
Abara pause, and Abara nods.
I can shed a little light. That is a earth tremor. We're currently experiencing an earthquake. If I had to make a suggestion, we should run.
Okay. Leader, do you run?
We'll move quickly, but we won't run. Some of us can't see.
Okay. All right. You guys quicken the pace as you get up. Ibarra will look back towards Anlin and shake her head. And Anlin will say out to you too,
Look, if this really is a tremor, then we all just need to get.
and before she could finish her statement, you can feel the tremor grow. The entire cave is groaning from the earth moving, and rubble begins to fall. I need both of you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me. At
Nice.
advantage,
Great.
because
Okay.
you were expecting.
Thankfully.
Well, I get advantage anyway. 'Cause
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
I can
nice.
see because I have a torch.
Does that mean he gets double advantage? Thank God for advantage. That first one was a 3.
No such thing as double advantage.
And the second one was a 1. So my 3 is my best roll. You're welcome. Do your worst,
12. I got a
Dungeon
12.
Master.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The cave above you begins to collapse in. And being as your positioning, we have Archie in the front, then Ibarra, Anlin, 6. Ibarra realizes what's going on and sees you lose your footing, 6. And she lurches back, grabbing Anlin in the process and trying to fling you forward towards Archie. When she does this, the walls collapse in and you just barely make it to the other side with one rock catching you in the back. You take 6 damage from this falling rock.
That
And
could have been bad.
could have been bad. Ibarra had a very good roll and used
Okay.
it to save your ass. The two of you are now cut off from Anlin and Ibarra. Ahead of you, you can see that there is rubble everywhere. The main path has collapsed in, but a path off to the side has been opened up by this tectonic activity. Behind you, you can hear Anlin and Ibarra. And Anlin will shout out,
Hey, we're okay. Are you guys okay?
No, we're both dead.
I've died, yes.
Not a literalist. That was not literal. Everything up. I'm so glad you guys are okay. Listen, we have no choice but to head back. Can you guys? It's a straight path. Can you just push forward?
You said that's barred, the straight main path.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Doctor, it appears as if the Earth itself would prevent us from getting through Woundhold.
Is there? I can maybe get the team back out here, but it might take a while. We're not going to be able to move this rubble on our own. Is there anything? Is there any way forward?
There's the side path you spoke of.
If you can go down there, I think it might take you some time, but the two of you should be able to move the rubble there. There's something back there that could lead you out, at least into a place where maybe you could protect yourselves from more rubble or more of those things. We're going to go back and try and get help. If you make it out, send message to either me in Woundhold or to Baith, and he'll get a message to me.
All right, yes, we'll do that. See, here's the problem. If you go and get help, people know we came down here. People know we came down here and we're still here. Well, might not make it out of Woundhold. So it appears we're on our own. If we make it out, we'll let you know.
Okay. She says,
Don't worry, we've got good people.
and she seems
Wait,
like she's
hold-
running off.
Before
the
she
other
goes. Before
yep.
she goes. Hey, before you leave, and as Archie said, no need to worry about us. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this interaction that we had?
A fucking 10, buddy.
Improvement.
All
Archie,
right.
I really think I'm learning.
Aye, bruv, definitely.
By the way, call me 6. My friends all call me 6. You gave me a 10. You're a friend.
I don't think she heard that, bruv.
Yeah, you don't hear anything from the other side.
Oh, I like her.
All right.
I thump 6 on the chest. I'm assuming it makes like a clang.
It does.
All right, 6. Boldly forward down the path we go.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. You guys move ahead. This side path winds in deeper, and it is still rather dark here. Luckily, when you lurched forward, you still had the torch in your hand, Archie, and you were able to see through here. You eventually come to the wall of rubble that she had talked about. It seems like the collapse actually loosened some of this. So as the two of you get to trying to move it out the way, it's not quick work, but you do eventually get enough move to where you could continue on in the passageway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll strength for that, because what do you do if you fail? I try again. As you continue down this passageway, you can start to hear music. It sounds like organ music off in the distance.
Well, that's ominous.
This doesn't seem like the place for music.
Not unless you're in a rock band.
That is very good. You two continue forward, and the organ music gets louder. Eventually, you can see some light casting in through this tunnel. This faint golden glow. And as you get to the edge, or the end of this tunnel, you end up in this large cavern. It's not as big as the one you were in before, but the markings and the carvings in the wall are extravagant. There's so many things. People celebrating and receiving gifts of all kinds, drinking, exchanging gold and horses. But the one thing that really catches your eye is off in the distance. It is this massive organ, and the sound seems to be emanating from these crystals that light up for every note. And at the helm of this organ is this person surrounded in a golden glow. This aura that just surrounds it. They turn. They see the two of you at the edge of the tunnel and say, "Welcome, children, to the Cathedral of Opulence, the resting place of all your needs."